All right, hello everyone, and I am here with the first game of MSI at the end of pick ban. We've got Fnatic going up against RNG. Um, and yeah, it's a little background. I have not seen this game yet. I just kind of hopped here. This is when they locked in their last pick, and I'm gonna start by talking about pick ban a little bit, strengths of the teams, since I actually do know a little bit about these teams and what each team comp wants to do to win before we actually hop into the game. So let's talk about the pick ban because it's actually a really interesting strategy for each team. So first off, we have Fnatic banning out three supports and two mid flexes as well. So I do like these bans from Fnatic because RNG is a very team that's like really centered around Uzi and making sure that Uzi, can like pop off in these team fights. And by banning out both Karma and Morgana, they're taking out flex picks because Karma can go bottom. It's been seen as a counter to Morgana a lot. Also, Xiaohu actually played Morgana in I think game one of their series against IG. And like these are picks that really enable Uzi. And I just want to take them out. Also, banning out the Rakan, making sure that they can't, pick Xayah Rakan right off the bat, because um, on the other side, we have RNG banning out three top laners. So these are actually three of Bwipo's most played picks. He loves the Scion. He looked pretty good in the Gangplank in the finals, and also we know he can play the Swain. And so we have one side really focusing the top lane, another side really focusing, um, making sure that Uzi is not enabled by his team. And that leaves both Kaisa and Caitlyn up. And I think we see something really interesting here. So Fnatic has to first pick Kaisa. Uzi got a pentakill against IG in that match. Oh, and also they played IG in the semis. They played EDG in the finals. I think Xiao played Morgana in the first game of the EDG series. I'm not exactly sure. But I don't remember. Anyway, Uzi's insane on Kaisa. They don't want Uzi to have that, so they're going to get that on Reckless. Fine pick. It's really surprising, though, they actually go for the Kog'Maw. I think almost any other team picks Caitlyn here. But RNG, they love the Kog'Maw. They really feel like they can do a lot with it. Uzi likes it. It's a little bit stronger once you get that Gunblade. Or not the Gunblade. The Rage Blade. Wow, that was bad. Once you get the Rage Blade, it's a lot stronger and kind of spikes earlier, and Uzi's really good at it. And so he's going to take that into the Kaisa. Feels like he can do fine in the lane against that. Then we have the Olaf going down. Um, MLXG, when they play him, they really want to make plays early. They also brought Karsa, which actually kind of surprised me. I thought they'd bring the top laner and just bring MLXG, but nope, they brought Karsa. Also, I think Zatai's visa wasn't accepted for whatever reason. Anyway, we have MLXG coming in with the Olaf. That's a good pick for him. Something that's going to be like really aggressive early on. We had that followed up by the Trundle and the Braum. So Trundle's been one of the top tier junglers, and it first came into play because it was good against the Olaf. Um, the pill, it takes the resistances off Olaf when he ults on in, and so it's like really easy, a lot easier to kill him because Olaf, like when he gets tanky, he just runs at you. If he gets a little bit ahead, it can be horrifying. Also, the pillar is pretty good, especially against something like a Kog'Maw. Then we have the Braum. I really do like the Braum pick. Can mitigate a lot of the Kog'Maw damage, and also can help Kaisa get out of the lane. So just being a really good support. Then we have the Rise for Xiaohu. This is a really good pick for Xiaohu, one of his best champions. Enables the 1-3-1. Now we go into the next phase of bans. So I really like them taking away the Zoe from Caps. Caps is an insanely gifted mechanical mid laner, and I really think that taking the Zoe away is good because that's just a pick that, Caps, if he gets a little bit ahead on, gets an edge, can really turn the game around, even though it is a good matchup into the Rise. And so we have them getting rid of Zoe, and then the Ornn, another champion that Bwipo is comfortable with. Um, Fnatic is sticking to their strategy of not letting RNG enable Uzi. So they're getting rid of the Shen and the Lulu. They're like, you know what? Get the shields off the Kog'Maw. We don't want to deal with Lulu Kog'Maw. We're just going to take every tool away from Uzi, so it's just him. That being said, they did leave up the Tahm Kench, which I do really like. Maybe not so much. Actually, I do like this at this point in the draft because if you get tagged up by Braum or you get pillared by Trundle, it just allows Kog'Maw to reposition really quickly. Also, it like if the Kaisa, one of the like really strong points about Kaisa is that later in the game, if she hits a carry with an ability, she can assassinate him, and that kind of takes that ability away from the Kaisa. And also Tom Kenshin into Braum, that's like it's a fine lane. It's not like you're gonna get dunked. And actually, like I'd say it's probably like Braum has a slight edge, but it's pretty pretty much a skill matchup. Then we have it getting interesting. So we have the Yasuo and the Vlad. So I really think that um, Fnatic is scared to pick the Cho'Gath here. They think that if they pick Cho'Gath, it'll get run over by the Olaf and whatever counter pick they have, and also Kog'Maw is really, really, really good into it. Um, and they don't want to play a straight up um, like meat wall. They don't want to play like meat wall into a RNG meat wall with a Kog'Maw because they just think that Uzi is gonna do more. And honestly, like because they also picked Yasuo, if they do play that style, like Uzi's gonna be able to do more. Apparently, Zafisio was going on that like Caps has been spamming Yasuo and is insanely good at it because he's really mechanically gifted. That doesn't surprise me one bit. But this gives Fnatic like a really aggro dive comp. The only knockups they really have are the Braum and also the Trundle Pillar if it hits directly. So they're gonna have to be really good at communicating with Caps. When that pillar is going down and when he can go in. And of course, Yasuo can create his own knockups. But yeah, so we have Fnatic trying to slow up the other team, get the Vlad in, the dive. I do like the Cho'Gath pick into Vlad because it creates a few things. First off, it gives RNG that meat wall, so Uzi's going to have plenty of time to um, make sure he can get his damage off. If these fights, become extended, that's where like Uzi's really going to thrive on this Kog'Maw pick, as he can, shred through the Trundle and the Braum, and after that, it's pretty easy to get through the Yasuo and the Vlad. But the Cho'Gath's really good in the Vlad because, the silence can really throw Vlad off. It can prevent him from pulling, can prevent him from getting his full combo down. Also, just the zones the Cho'Gath can create along with the Kog'Maw and for the Rise can really help. If Olaf, hits an axe, all of a sudden the knockup from Cho'Gath becomes really lethal. Uh, and it just gives them like a little bit of a meat wall and a little bit more to fall back on. So ultimately, we have Fnatic trying to get ahead and kind of run over RNG, while RNG is going to try and fall back and kind of protect the Kog'Maw as the game goes on. Fnatic should have pressure in top lane. Bot lane is going to be kind of skill reliant. Mid lane, they're going to not have the push early, but they'll get the push once Yasuo gets some items in. And also have some kill threat there too. So yeah, Fnatic does want to play a little bit slower of an early game though. While RNG, like with MLXG, that's the thing that kind of throws us off, is that Olaf can be really aggressive early. Can like try and really make an impact on these lanes. And if RNG gets ahead at all early, this could be a pretty fast game. So let's skip ahead to when the game starts. Right, here we go. Whoa. They're gonna make me go back instantly. So I think that they're gonna try to throw like a Braum Q maybe in that brush. So they're gonna format it. This is a plan level 1. So RNG is going for the spread. They're going to try and find someone in that brush. And if they did, they can hit him with the Braum Q. Braum's insanely strong level 1. Oh, we have the new, no, not the new Unsealed Spellbook yet. Really like the Conquer on Caps. Just gives them some true damage. And against a pretty big front line with Cho'Gath and Olaf, that can really serve him well. Xiaohu's going with the Phase Rush and just the Teleport, which is a little interesting. Maybe he's trying to use the Phase Rush to get away from the Vlad and the Trundle. We got Trundle with Press the Attack. Everything else is pretty standard. And thanks to that level 1, not really going anywhere. We have both junglers, I assume, just starting camps on their own. So this is kind of a new thing that's evolved in the last couple of patches, like all these junglers just starting on their own. Olaf is going to have a much faster clear. He gets to get really low from the Wraiths / Raptors. Sorry, I've been playing the game for a while. It's a little tough for me to call them Raptors. So yeah, he's going to do that, get really low, clear really fast, and Trundle is just going to go about his business. Olaf should, if they're going to go for the full clear, Olaf should be a camp to a camp and a half ahead of the Trundle. Here you can see the Rise, a little bit of a push advantage. Yasuo is not in trouble by any means, but he's just going to get pressured early because it's melee into range, and Ryze can push early if he wants to burn through that mana. He's got that option. So we have Trundle full coring the top side. They're going to leave the Krugs up on the bottom, or the red side of the map for Olaf. And so far, really interesting that we have 2 Doran's shield starts coming in. That tells me that they really want to farm a lot in that wave so they can, make sure they get their, like, kind of first block back that Rage Blade. Well, not first back the Rage Blade, but like first back 2 of the components for it, because that's expensive. That's like almost 2,000 gold. Got some early wards coming in. Once again, real standard stuff. Because Trundle went for that top crab, he's going to be a little bit behind with the clears. But he is going to ensure that Bwipo's safe, because that lane is going to shove back out as Cho'Gath got it into the tower. Right here we got Kog'Maw with the shove. He does have the early range advantage. I think there's another reason they went with the Kog'Maw instead of the Caitlyn. Usually, like, players go with the Caitlyn because it just kind of means that you're going to destroy the Kai'Sa. But Uzi doesn't care. He thinks that he can do it with the Kog'Maw and likes Kog'Maw better later. Caps is going to miss MLXG basing there. MLXG is just sitting there to make sure that his mid lane is protected, as Caps does have to go aggro in order to win this matchup and get some of his farm. But right now he's doing a fine job picking up most of it. And because Broxton went for that crab, it's a little behind in the clear. Just now they are even on XP, but Olaf already has a base in. Is going to do this. Come to the top side. Bwipo already dropped his ward, and they're already channeling the Predator, and it's out. So Bwipo might be in trouble here. He knows this. So good dodge there. Just going to pull instantly. He's just going to take the back. Yeah. So they're going to get one of the unsealed spellbook charges out of him. Still a fine play from Olaf. Make sure that, Cho'Gath gets all this farm. It's also frozen on him. He gets to check out this side of the jungle. He's going to see that Trundle, kind of cleared it. It's actually going to get pink ward down. So not bad from MLXG. Trundle knows he can safely farm his Krugs, and he's probably going to base after that. Reckles had the base early. Wow. So that's a little surprising. Yeah, especially with the Doran shield start. Like, kind of tells you, you want to wait. Hillsang's going to try and stop some backs. RNG is up. They know about it. Ryze is just going to burn his first TP back. Make sure he gets some tier stuff. And then he also grabbed the mana crystal, so he's going to have the push for sure. Nice dodge there from Caps. And here's the game plan. So it's not 6 yet, but... Alright, so Brox is going to get the flash out of Xiaohu, which is great, because they just got the TP out of him too. So really nice play from Broxa. It's probably going to force a base after that wave for the Ryze, and it's going to get Yasuo a safe base. So I really like that. Let's see if he finds his pink ward. Once again, MLXG is kind of guessing he's in the top side since he saw the top side was empty. Has all those timers, so he's taking a pretty educated risk when he's like, all right, I'm going to step in the bot side here. And thanks to that pressure he put in the top lane too, Bwipo's actually 15 creeps behind, which is pretty major for early game. Let's see if Broxa finds that pink. Nope. So you can see here that they're trying to pink up the top side because they know that like the Vlad can pressure Let Me and the Cho'Gath here if they give him some vision. And they do not find that pink ward. So that's a lot of information going over to RNG. It's pretty big. So they got double pinks on the top side. They're just making sure that river's safe so Bwipo can go up there and, take care of his business. I expect him to hang out on these dematerializers too, just for the banner creeps coming in. It's probably going to be a banner rush. I like the boot start a lot from the Kog'Maw against the Kai'Sa. Just gets to take advantage of his range, with like more movement speed, and also a lot of his damage comes from that W passive. So, it's a really smart start from Uzi coming in. And Reckless has managed to catch up a bit in farm. He's just gonna win while the axe. All right, so pretty slow start. I'd say this doesn't really favor any team at the moment. Like, it makes sure that MLXG, didn't get that fast start just because, like, he's Olaf and he's the one who's gonna, like, be able to put the pressure on and make the plays early. But Fnatic's kind of looking to, like, break the tower and break the game open maybe by diving with the Vlad. So they don't, and Fnatic usually plays like a slow start and kind of just wins in the mid game. So they're not necessarily mad at this by any means. Brox is out of wards. He's not going to find Olaf here, but he does sniff it out. Oh, he had the ward on that side. Did not see that. Nice play from MLXG. That's one thing that Olaf can do is Trundle needs help in order to duel him because it just takes the resistances out, whereas, like Olaf can just run straight through him. And Xiaohu knows that Trundle's out, so he's going to ward up the Reds. So they're still tracking Broxa. MLXG is not tracked right now, and bot lane still has all the push, so... Broxa's, not Broxa, Buipo's trying to catch up in the top lane, but he's still pretty far behind, thanks to that early gank from MLXG. That really ensures that Cho'Gath can be safe, so that's actually a pretty big play. I like the Ninja Tabby coming in from the Rise, he's going to eat. It really helps him against the Yasuo and the crit that he's going to end up building, and the Kai'Sa, as well as the Trundle. He's not as worried about the Vlad, and he's just going to try and like use his shield to mitigate some of that magic damage coming through. All right, looks like we have Olaf clearing out his bot side. He knows that Trundle is now going to be on the other side of the map. He's going to guess that. Don't be surprised here if Rise drops that ward in the river on his right side. Just make sure that the Trundle's not there. So do know that Crab's up. Oh, looks like Kai'Sa's going. Looks like he's going Essence Reaver on the Kai'Sa. That's fine. It's just gives you different spikes, pretty much, just a little bit different. That's one of the builds you can do. It's either that one or you rush the Gunblade. We have Uzi with the freeze. That's gonna get broken by the tower. Some nice coverage coming in for RNG. So seeing how they're protecting the bot side now. Oh, get a big play coming in. Oh. Do I want to watch it again and draw on it a little bit? This feels like really forced. So Olaf gets the crab. Still don't see the pink ward here. So I'm pretty sure if we looked at the top lane right now, Buipo wouldn't have a wave. Like, he would have killed it. Wait, maybe not. So Caps hits a 2-man knockup here, which is great. Brahm's coming out of base, and Uzi's stuck at the wave, so they think they can force this. But Tahm Kench is going to ult in and save him. Really nice play from Ming. Because honestly, like, straight up 2v2, they might be able to. Good flash from Caps, flashing towards a teammate away from the enemy team. Also, Olaf kind of overchases here and fails flash. I think if Hylissang got Xiaohu there, they might have gotten a kill, because they would have been able to combo with Reckless, who just misses his W. Or Reckless. I always call him Reckless. And then Buipo backs. And Buipo's really far behind. So it looks like focusing him down with in the pick band's really paying off. Yeah, look at Uzi. It's like, get off my wave, kid. This is really good stuff. Stopping the base. Yeah, so the Kog'Maw's up. Cho'Gath went for Abyssal Mask first, because he sees the 3 materializers left, thinks I can get him some more damage. Bleepo actually froze that wave, which is smart on his part. And Caps should be looking to finish either a Shiv or a Phantom Dancer here pretty soon. Then he gets pretty big. So the good part about the Yasuo pick actually is that it pretty much makes it so that the Rise has a lot more trouble 1-3-1ing. Because Yasuo can take that fight. And man, that bot tower is almost down just from Kog'Maw. 20 creeps too. Holy smokes. That roam didn't help. So it's not really like all Reckless' fault, but I mean, you can see the pressure that Uzi's putting on with this Kog'Maw pick. It's ridiculous. He's been able to play so far up because MLXG has just held his hand bot. Look at all this vision they have. And that's first brick. They did not even have to make a play. Nice play coming in from Fnatic. Would have been really good if that went to anyone but Broxa. But just a nice play. They know that, his flash is down and easily do that. What is Bleepo doing? That's bad from Bleepo. So I don't think they can actually pull this off because Cho'Gath has a TP, but I mean, I don't know why he's using his ult there. That seemed really rushed. I get you want to play it safe, but that seemed way too safe. Usually I praise pro players for flashing early or using ults just in case, but that he had no threat there. He still had his pool. Caps even told him that the ward was on that side, and they were able to dodge it out. Really nice stuff from Hylissang, and just good combo. Broxa's done all right. It's just they've tried to protect the top side of the map here, and they've done nothing with it. That's kind of the issue. Bleepo's down. They've never tried to force a play on the Cho'Gath early, and now Cho'Gath just becomes a problem later. Especially with the slow build that Kais is taking. I mean, RNG is gonna have so much pressure now because Uzi is done with the Rage Blade, and he just hits like a brick now. So Fnatic takes, yeah, okay, this is actually a big thing. Let me try and gather my thoughts here. So Fnatic has Vlad wants to fight at 2 items, right? Trundle wants to fight at 2 items. Yasuo wants to fight at I don't know. Yasuo wants to fight, let's say one. He can start really doing a lot at 2 items. Kaisa wants to fight at usually Rage Blade, right? Kog'Maw is already ready. Rise is 2 to 3 item spikes. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Olaf is 1 early. It shows 3. Okay. Why does Reckless take this super late build? That build, the build he has right now is 3 items. When you get really and at 3 items you're stronger than if you just want Rage Blade Hurricane, right? But you can fight once you get Rage Blade on this champion. We've seen teams do it, And Reckless is like, no, I want to go really late. But they're going really late against this. And I'm not saying this is like Reckless' fault or Reckless's fault. But like as a team, like from Fnatic, this doesn't make sense. It would make sense if they swapped champs. If they swapped top laners, that build would make sense. And they could have taken the Cho'Gath. They just didn't want to blind pick Cho'Gath into Olaf and whatever RNG wanted. I really don't get why he's going Essence Reaver, and he's so far behind. Like he's just like Fnatic has to seed everything until he can like somehow catch up. So like here, let me swap colors. So look at this vision on this side, right? We got here, 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 here. They don't care about Cho'Gath. Look at all the vision they have down here. RNG's got nothing. They're saying, all right, let me. Like, get farm if you can. But, like, you're kind of already ahead of the Vlad, so it's okay. All right, we're just going to play around top mid. You TP in if you need to. And Fnatic is, like, really playing on their back foot. They don't have a lot of vision. They don't have a lot of vision down at the moment, but I think Hill is saying needs to base, but he can't because he's stuck mid. And look at this. RNG has a freeze now. So, like, Reckless is just going to lose more farm. Like, oh, this is brutal. Like, they're trying to make a play in the mid lane, but they can't because they don't have any vision. Reckless can't do anything. This is really, really, really bad. Like, because Kais is so far behind, and because you went with this build, they pretty much just like seed everything. Like, look, they're 5-manning mid now. That me pushed up, rotated. That's nice. Now they're just pressuring mid tower. Look at that chunk. And Uzi can play as far up as he wants because he's got Tom Kench. So now Bweepa has to take this wave, and it was pressure bot. Now Cho'Gath can rotate in again. And they're just going to use this because they have so much vision up there to pressure the Yasuo and take the Rift Herald. Nope, they didn't take the Rift Herald. They can, though. Like, it's free. Oh, they're going to fight mid. That's a fine flash from Ruckles. Reckless. Oh, God. Like, look at this. Because he's so far behind, and because Uzi like has that Rage Blade, and now he has even more attack speed items, like, they had to help him mid. He couldn't even get the farm there. Like, all RNG has to do is match Uzi with wherever the Kai'Sa is, and it's over. Like, Kai'Sa will never catch up. I think he's got Essence Reaver now. But, like, at this point of the game, Cho'Gath can't die to Vlad. Like, it's just not going to happen. Kog'Maw has Tom Kench and can get out of whatever Fnatic throws at him. And Uzi just gets to play super far up. They have a 3k gold lead. They're about to get another Cloud Drake. I'm really surprised they haven't taken Rift Herald yet. Or they didn't take Rift Herald to crack that mid tower. I kind of wonder why they didn't. Because they had a really good window to take it. And Fnatic has no vision past the river, so you can really see like without looking at the scoreboard, you can just see that RNG has so much control over this game. It's 2 items versus 1 item because they're rotating Kog'Maw around really nicely and funneling a lot of farm into him. And they're protecting him. And look at Uzi. He's like, all right, like I'll push now because like I want to take this pink, and now like I want to go take Rift Herald. It's like he only pushes when he has a purpose. If not, like he was freezing it on Ruckles because he was like, all right, like there's nothing else for me to do right now, and I'm just gonna deny farm. It's a really smart play. Caps did go with the Phantom Dancer. Vlad went with Void Staff already. He's just like got to get through wherever he can get through. Oh my god, Caps, you're so... Holy smokes. Well, that was impressive. Well, as other thing I talked about earlier with the Ryze not being able to 1-3-1. Fnatic still has huge problems with the Kog'Maw. Like they absolutely need that to happen in order for them to like get back into this game. Really nice play from Caps though. He's like making this Yasuo pick look like it's paying off at the moment. And honestly, like this is a decent stall for them. If they're winning if they're winning the 1 and like the 1-3-1, like if he can somehow snowball that, and if they don't lose other objectives from like losing the 3 and going like even / giving Cho'Gath the push advantage because they are losing the 3, then they start to come back in this game a little bit. Oh, this is so nice from Caps. Oh, look at how he just weaves in those autos. Beautiful play. Wait, he just died again? What? Wait. He died again. He got another tower. Wait, Caps, you're actually a hero. Broxa, okay, so Broxa got the kill and he got the assist. Wow, okay, well that's pretty nice. It's going to be really tough for Caps to get like any further though in the next, like 5 to 10 minutes. Because he can't really go top and overextend because there's Baron. So like the 3 is going to be hugging there, and they don't have vision control. But great play from Caps. Like that really helps get them back in this game. And he finished his Infinity Edge, which is huge. Regal's still 50, creeps down. What is he building? He's just getting pieces. He's like, crap, I need all the power I can get right now. There's the replay in the bottom. Nice play. Yasuo's cooldown's on a really... Or ultimate is on a really low cooldown. So they're trying to bait him into that side of the brush, which is actually not dumb by any means. It's another really nice thing about Caps and Hylissang is that they do have 2 walls to stuff the Kog'Maw and the Ryze damage. They're both projectiles. MLXG went Black Cleaver. What a man. I actually really don't like that decision. Oh, he's dead. What? I mean, he lived as long as he could. Nice play. They lost mid tower though, which is good. Answer for Fnatic. Caps is just creating so much pressure on this pick. They're giving up the path though to that bot tower, and they did summon Herald. All right, I like this from MLXG. Why do I not like the Black Cleaver though? Because like they have Kog'Maw Ryze, man. Like what good does Black Cleaver do for you here? Like okay, maybe you get to go run over the Vladimir. Who cares? Like take Baron at this point. Ruckles gonna get into the side wave here, which is big. He's still really far behind. He has to start finishing some items here. He's not going Hurricane, too, if he's taking that, like, little, like, orange dagger that no one knows the name of. Yeah, he went Rapid Fire. Interesting. Was it this patch they removed the Hurricane synergy, though, with Kaisa? Because if so, then that's fine. Also, Uzi's going IE. That's also interesting. No, it's not interesting at all. He's against 3 squishies. He should go IE. Okay. Yeah, because like if Cho'Gath was on the other team, I kind of expect like a Bork, but I still don't get this Black Cleaver. Okay, so the adjustment that RNG's made is they're actually matching Cho'Gath with the Yasuo because with the Righteous Glory, now they have kill pressure on the Yasuo if Fnatic can't back him up with Tahm Kenshin Rise too. So you can like win the 1-3-1, but if the 3 comes to you, then you lose. That's another really strong part about the comp from RNG that I actually have not mentioned yet. And to be fair, hasn't really come into significant play until that last kill they got in Yasuo. So, oh man, Uzi's still at Infinity Edge. Like they can't fight, and like this was the window they really want to fight in. They wanted to fight in the 15 to 25-minute window. And that's when your Vlad's really strong. Your Trundle gets 2 items and like gets online. It's really nice. Wow, they just chunked Reckless to below half. Nice play. And now Brox's got to eat that mid wave or hold it. It's bad. Just gives up where he is at this point of the map. Nice vision, though, from Fnatic. Xiaohu doing Rise things. Yeah, that's the adjustment. Like, Xiaohu kind of dies too fast to do that against the Yasuo. But, yeah. I like how Caps is playing aggressive. Oh, wow, that's real aggressive. But he does get the ult out of Olaf, so that's big. It makes it a lot harder for Olaf to come in and contest a Baron if they do decide to burn it. They can burn it really fast. Yasuo does a lot of damage. Really good stuff from Let Me, though. Every rupture, he also knocks the Baron. Oh, it's still part of the game. Another Cloud Drake coming up. It's kind of nice for RNG, though, to have all that movement speed for the Kog'Maw. Looks like a Bork coming in for Yasuo. It actually might be Bloodthirster. Man, RNG is constantly putting pink wards in the mid lane. They really don't want anyone to see Uzi or see the rotations they're making through there. Fnatic's done a really nice job, though, utilizing the winning matchup with the Yasuo to get them back in this game. And props to Caps for just, playing outstanding. He is going Bloodthirster, okay. So Vlad got that wave in, now he's rotating back. This is good. I haven't had a lot of micro stuff to talk about. I guess they decide they want Dragon now. They've got really good vision, though. I guess they're just taking this as a consolation prize. This is more than fine. Kai'Sa's going to go push up the mid wave, so they still have pressure over the Baron. This is, really textbook stuff from Fnatic. I know I said Vlad, really wants to fight at 2 items, but he's actually really, really, really strong right now. So... This might be the strongest if Vlad gets this game. Cho'Gath's going to be really big after his next item. looks like he's going Warmogs, but he has a stopwatch. So I don't know if that's going to be Stone Plate. He's not building the components of Stone Plate. I think he just picked up the stopwatch to get a stopwatch. Kog'Maw's going Hex Drinker because he doesn't want to get blown up by the Vlad. And he's counting on the Tahm Kench to get him out of Yasuo. So this is still really good stuff. I think they're waiting to get an IE on Reckless, and then they're going to go. Or actually, it looks like he's going... With that Dagger buy, he could be going for the Rage Blade next. Which is also fine, makes sense. I think it may proc another one of Kai'Sa's abilities. I'm not too familiar with Kai'Sa. Actually haven't played the game in 3 months. And just got home, spent the last semester abroad. Fun facts about me. So I'm getting back into coaching and VoD reviews and kind of doing it, just publishing my process as I go. Because the more I watch, the better I'll get, and I'll get back to where I was. All right, still good stuff from Fnatic. They did have to seed though, because they ended up putting the Kog'Maw back more consistently in the mid lane. They have to seed the pressure to the Kog'Maw. Right now, they're trying to make... Oh no, they're sending Caps down to face the Rise. So see how Caps kind of waits there and make sure that they see the Tahm Kench. It's really small stuff from Caps, but it's smart. That's a Banshee's Veil coming in from Rise. That's really safe. I do like it though. I think that if RNG makes the safe choices, they win the game. That is an IE coming in from Reckless. All right, so Fnatic wants to fight now. They've got IEs. They've got a Death Cap. Cho'Gath doesn't have a third item. Olaf will get shredded. It doesn't matter how big the Kog'Maw is. If they run over, they should still be able to run over the Kog'Maw. That's 400 creeps at this point. Dear Lord Almighty. They're trying, but the Rise... I think they really want to get Caps into the Rise. Xiao's still pressuring bot. Cho'Gath got the side. So they got both side waves in their favor. Nice play from Caps. Just forces flash out of Ming. It's more than fine. Bwipo can't contest, which is interesting. So Xiao actually gets this turret. I think he's scared of the red buff. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's why I hate the Black Cleaver. You just get shredded. Oh no. Caps is dead. Now they don't have a tank. And Xiao is still pushing. So a nice play from, I believe Uzi broke the blast cone, so Cap's gonna get back over. It was really aggressive from Caps, but they were going for a play there. They missed their window to fight. And now they're just they gotta take L's. Yep, so that Baron's gone. They can't do anything without Caps there. Caps is all the gold. Really standard stuff from RNG, just pushing into the jungle, making sure that everything's kind of cleared out and taking it really safe. Ed Vision and bot too, everyone base. Let's think about it. Cap should just get out now. Like there's no way he's gonna. He should have went out and like got around. It was really greedy of him to take the blast cone. There's no way you're gonna dive that Cho'Gath. Like just run. Don't even waste wind wall. So I'm like not against him going that deep on the Olaf because like it's the jungler, and if you get rid of the smite, you know you can take Baron or at least force a fight around it. But the fact like he went for the blast cone after, he could have walked out safely and been more than fine. That's a big mistake. That might actually cost him the game. Oh, Mountain Drake. Okay, that helps. Fnatic isn't going to lose too much for that. That's good. Oh, they want this fight. Olaf's dead. Nice Black Cleaver, dude. Nice zone from Bwipo, actually. Okay. Man, can I... Alright, I guess I'll go over that fight. This game's been, like, pretty macro-based. Alright, so RNG's like, oh, okay, maybe after they shove this wave, they're going to exit this way and walk into us. Great. So they see Broxah get here, and they're like, shit, let's go. MLXG's like, he's deep. He doesn't have Predator up yet. So he goes for the slow up. I would have dropped. I think these are actually really bad skill shots. Like, when Broxah sees you, he's going to go this way. Like he did. He was just up there. And RNG is like, oh, they're going for the tower, and they throw their skill shots that way. No, you want to, like, you just, if you're looking to, like, clip him when he exits right there. So I think that's actually, like, a slight micro error. This is really nice from Broxah, because now he forces Olaf to sweep around and gives Caps the opening to kind of go in here. Caps doesn't have flash yet, but... And also, did I miss Kai'Sa's W? So that's good. Hylissang tags him and has a really nice ult. So this is beautiful from Hylissang, because what they're saying is, they're saying this. They're kind of like making they're making an educated gamble. So Hylissang noticed, he's like, all right, Ming's here, and he's not going to eat Olaf, because if TK eats Olaf, the fight's over. Like, Caps does, he like dashes in and wind walls and zones the Kog'Maw, forces the Kog'Maw out. Also, like, the TP's coming in. It's another big thing. So we've got Bwipo coming in there. That's great. Puts himself close enough to the fight. And then we have Xiaohu, who's down here and not going to get in the fight. So right now, Uzi is like, well, I can't do anything. Like, and, oh, it's coming Hylissang's ult. Yeah, so Hylissang realizes that, and he throws the ult. So you can see here, he actually gets Cho'Gath airborne and throws him up a bit, because Cho'Gath's really out of position. Like, he's exiting right now, not with the team. So this is another error. Cho'Gath should have, he started like, I'll go back 5 seconds. Cho'Gath starts exiting down instead of up. Okay, so the W landed on MLXG. That's big. So that's fine from Cho'Gath. It's a fine Q. But now he starts going down. Like, you just gotta exit up with the team. And by now it's just over. Like, Hylissang flashes and tags him, and now he's dead. And I love this from Bwipo, right? So Bwipo's threatening right here, because if they walk up, he's channeling, and then he's also has flash ult. So these are like the really small things that the pros do that are super good, because he's taking this terrain and saying like, all right, you guys, like, if you guys walk through here, you die, or like, and also like you can't help out your big old tank who's just getting melted. So good stuff from Fnatic. Really nice plays from Hosang and Broxa, and a little overambitious from RNG. Let's see what they get. Yasuo still has ult, so that's kind of important. They had a really nice wave crashing into the top tower too, so they're gonna get some good damage there. Not that, like, top outer is gonna win you the game at any point, but getting the Banshee's Veil off's big because now it allows Caps to go in. That was a nice W from Reckless, not Reckless. Reckless. Looks like they just want inhibitor here. MLXG's up in 5. Yeah, they're just gonna take this and run away. Good stuff from Fnatic. Uzi's full build. Man, I think the Yasuo pick's really clever, actually. It really stuffs the damage from RNG. Fnatic's trying to catch him out in the jungle. RNG is being smart. Oh, wow, it's big. Oh, they're going for it. Yep. Well, is that the game? That's the game. Wow, what a buzzkill. Why does Fnatic do this? Like, this is great. Man, how does Uzi guess this? This is ridiculous. Oh, he checked. Someone trinketed a red buff. And he was like, wow, this is just like a random guess. That's like a little unlucky, but I also really don't know why Fnatic wanted this. And now they're done. So, it is beautiful from Uzi. This is really, really, really good. Get the Banshees off Xiaohu. Now Fnatic's like, oh, poop. And look at Uzi. Look at how manly this Cho'Gath is. Or Cho'Gath, this Kog'Maw is. Look at this. Because he's got Ming right behind him. He doesn't care. And he sees Reckless and is like, let's go. And Reckless flashes, which is actually the right thing to do. So he's going to flash. Xiaohu flashes in. So now Xiaohu's out of position. So let's see what happens now. Whoops. There we go. So look at Uzi. Look at him hit Broxa. Oh my god. Wait, how did Caps get in? Wait. Where's like the jump back? So the pillar goes down and it actually misses Uzi. It only gets Ming. And then he gets exhausted. Uzi gets eaten. And now it's over. Because look at Zhao who's zoning. And look at how much damage they took from the Kog'Maw. Now Kog'Maw is just going to run away with it. They even threw him behind the wall just to make sure that no one can touch him. Now it's over. I mean, Reckless kind of had to go for hero play there. That's fine. So, pretty much, RNG stomped bot lane. Fnatic missed their window, and the game was over. And Cap, the only reason they were in it is because Cap's made a few hero plays. But Cap's also kind of threw at the Baron. Because if he walks around, they can actually pressure the Baron and make a play off that. RNG played a much better game. I don't know, man. Uzi's really, really, really good. And MLXG is just like, all right, you want 4 wards around bot lane? Like, here's 4 wards. And the game is over. that's my first review. Thanks so much for watching Game 1 of MSI. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys liked the video, give me a like. If you want more content like this, feel free to leave a subscription because I will be doing more VoD reviews like this and also some more stuff with just League of Legends related content and improving. And if you disliked it, feel free to hit the thumbs down and give me some comments on feedback as to why. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it, and have a good rest of your day.